How to use CapCut, a full CapCut tutorial for beginners. If you find this video helpful, drop a like and subscribe. Just go over to your browser of choice, type in CapCut like so. You're going to see download for free right here. And then just go ahead and download it to your desktop. I already have, so I'm not going to do it again. And all you want to do then is go ahead and find your CapCut application. So I'm just going to type it in and then open it up. Now, sometimes you might get a little pop-up where it says testing environment, and it might say that, oh, your device or your graphics card or your graphics driver isn't supported for your PC or CapCut, but then just go ahead and click open anyway, and it's going to work just as normal. It's just a bug that sometimes happens. So yeah, like I said, this is what comes up. I'm going to press skip, and it's going to allow me to enter CapCut as normal without anything else, or without me needing to do anything else as well. Like, as you can see, it says your computer can run CapCut smoothly. Go ahead and press confirm, and then just wait for CapCut to open. Now, it says I can also enjoy a 7-day free trial, which is pretty cool, but I'm not going to do that. And now from here, if you want to use it, all you want to do is you can either create a project, or if you've used it before, maybe you're going to see your projects here as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to open up an existing project, but what you would have to do is create a project. So then it's just going to open up. Now, what you're going to have to go ahead and do is I'm just going to rotate this to normal just so we can have a better, perspective and everything. But this is an edit right here I've already done. But over here, you can add a bunch of footage. Let's say you want to add some more footage and, add it on top. I can press import right here and then import anything I want. So let's say I want to open up something else. This is another edit. I could have it on top. And basically the layers stack, and there's like a hierarchy. So whatever's at the top is going to have more importance over whatever's at the bottom, in terms of, let's say this is all going now, and now this one plays. And if this was under it, then this one would play instead. So yeah, it's up to you how you want to do it. But the cool thing is, on CapCut, there are so many different things you can do. So for example, if I highlight one of my clips, which is like, let's say it's the bottom one, there's an audio tab, so you can import music or use some of CapCut's built-in music, which they have a lot of. There's, text you can add as well, stickers, effects, transitions, if you want to transition between one clip and another. Like, there's honestly so many different things that you could go ahead and do. And especially if you have the pro version, but you don't even need the pro version to do a lot of stuff. There's captions, filters, you can have adjustments as well. And over here, you can change the scale of something. For example, if you don't want like the black border around, you can just change that. You can change uniform scale. There's honestly so many different things you can do. And obviously, if you want to make like an edit, you can change the speed of a clip. And there's loads of different things. If I want to make a split between a clip, for example, when one clip starts and one clip ends, all I got to do is go ahead and press this. And what I'd definitely recommend doing as well is learning the shortcuts. So for example, split is Control B, but if you're maybe using a previous editing software like Adobe Premiere Pro and you're used to those shortcuts, you can also edit the keyboard shortcuts here as well. So, you can go to the keyboard shortcuts area and change that as well. And yeah, it's as simple as that.